Hello and welcome to our weekly energy forecast and meditation. I'm Juna.
Sabine.
And we're from Synergy in Motion, where we inspire you and empower you to live true to you and your uniqueness. We offer a number of classes and immersion experiences, workshops, and one-on-ones. So if you want to find more about us, you can go to our website, synergyinmotion.info, and you'll find us there.
And at the moment, we have a special on till February 22, 23, and you can check it out right up here. It's a human design mini reading. If you like what we offer you here and would like to discover more about your treasure map and your talents, your challenges, I highly recommend it. Booking a session with Juna, because she's very good.
Okay, thank you. So our weekly energy forecast, we do that at the beginning, and then we go into a guided meditation with Sabine. So this week, our forecast, our energy theme is about being sensitive to the needs and wants of others, being sensitive in general. It can also be the converse of that. The inverse of that is being insensitive. So it's all about need and want, and the other word is approach. So what is it like when you feel that you need something or you want something from someone? How do you approach them? Or do you not approach them? Do you avoid it? So it's looking at that interaction, with each other, and how do we approach, and are you okay with needing and wanting from your tribe? This is about tribal, communal, family, friends, relationships, close relationships, and really, really looking in at how you be with this type of energy.
Mm-hmm. And there are really three ways, general ways, that we relate and approach each other. It can be out of codependence. I need you. Please contribute to me. It is, I don't need anything, but I can do it all myself. Independence. And then there's interdependence, where I'm aware I'm part of a bigger picture, and with that comes abundance and affluence, because I'm aware I'm a whole being, you are a whole being, you are a whole being, and together we have unique gifts, and we can approach each other and create an abundance that is way more than an individual can ever create.
And it's really about support. So giving support and also being able to receive support. Mm-hmm. Giving somebody, what they ask for or not. Receiving what you're asking for or not.
And the sensitivity comes in that when you're not sensitive to what actually is required, but you have just a storyline in your head, what should be needed or what you should contribute or what you should need, you have no way to actually know what's actually going on, because you only see your perspective and what's in your head, not what's actually going on. And being sensitive can sometimes be challenging because you perceive everything and you're aware of what's going on. So the fear of rejection, judgments, is right in there with this, and that makes it difficult to be sensitive, to open up for the approach of others or approaching others. And I think it is really time for us to change this and get over our fears of whatever it is for you that prevents you from approaching somebody or really being open to be approached. Mm-hmm. And I actually see a lot of businesses struggling because either they just push them out there or they just need, but they're not really in that exchange of approaching and receiving and asking for help.
Yeah, another piece is, you spoke to it already, is the fear of rejection, and I think that's what we're sensitive to this week. It's a sensitivity to being rejected, and then that colors the nature of your approach to someone asking for help or just even asking a question. So the sensitivity is to rejection, possible rejection. And that's a deep, deep fear for most of us. Mm-hmm. So just notice this coming week, we're already in it a couple of days, and it goes for a few more days, and just notice the sensitivity. And it's also sensitive to like the material needs. Is everybody getting what they need, like the food and shelter? So it's material on the one hand, and it's also mystical on the other hand. So are you getting your emotional needs met, your spiritual needs met? And is everyone else? So this awareness of this tribal energy, is everybody getting what they need, they want? And, how can I contribute? How can I receive? And just looking at that milieu of approach, want, and need in this coming week. This is hexagram 19 from the I Ching. Yeah, so we're inspired by the I Ching. That's where we get our information. I Ching, human design, the gene keys, all of those. We study throughout the week, and we find a morsel there for you.
Mm-hmm. And we synthesize and improvise with it. Mm-hmm. Actually, I want to say one more thing. Just because somebody else needs something doesn't mean that you have to fulfill this need. You can equally say yes or no, depending on what your sense is. Because if you don't have the energy for it, you cannot contribute to that person. It won't create more. But when you have energy for it, or you feel like, okay, there is a flow, then you are actually a contribution. And if it's sort of like not quite the energy that is a contribution, then it's better to say, you know what, not this time.
Yeah. And you're speaking to something called codependence, and that's when you give and give and give and give, and you feel like you don't get anything in return, and then your feelings are hurt, and you feel put upon. That's a codependent type of relationship. So just be on the lookout for that, where you feel like you're doing the lion's share of the work and not getting enough back in return. And as Sabine says, you can say, no, not right now.
And you can say, yes, I would love to.
Yeah.
And I would love to guide you into a meditation, bringing this all inside, outside, swirling it all around and integrating it. So, good. Mm-hmm. Take a deep, deep breath and give your body this wriggle that allows your body to find a comfortable position. And with your breath, arrive in this present moment, connecting with your body, allowing your body to relax, becoming aware of how the earth holds you, loves you, nurtures you, falling into the arms of the earth. And while your body is held by the earth, allow yourself to arrive in this present moment, coming home to yourself, that sacred space within you, where you feel most you. And from that sacred space, also really connect with that space where you know what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And that might be a physical sense or just a knowing. It's very different for everyone. We all have a sense of our yes and our no. And from that space of you, open your awareness and become aware of how life approaches you, reaches out to you. Perceive how the earth reaches out to you, draws you, calls you, invites you to her abundance. Asks you for your contribution. And just perceive that energy. Be present with this approach and your being in interaction, interconnected with the earth. And allow yourself to relax into this exchange, this connection, this dance. And also be aware of the world of plants. Whether you have them at home and you tend to them, or the plants outside in nature. How do you approach them? How do they approach you? Are they part of your tribe? Do you take care of them? Do they take care of you? Just perceive that exchange that you have with the world of plants. And then become aware of the world, of the animals. Whether you live with an animal or whether you just connect with animals outside, different species. Are those animals part of your tribe? And again, how do you approach them? How do you exchange? Just feel yourself in that exchange of contribution and receiving and gifting. So then allow yourself to relax while you become aware of those dynamics. And then become aware of the world of human beings. Become aware of your tribe. And this exchange of contribution. Just notice what is present. Don't allow your mind to get interactive with this too much. Just be present and aware. And notice the different qualities. And then change your awareness and become aware of your muse, your genius, your creativity, and your exchange with it. How does it approach you? How do you approach it? And allow this relationship with your creativity, with your genius, and relax into it. And then become aware of the world, this planet, in this time, with everything that's going on. And perceive you as being part of this big unfolding, big changes happening. Lots of exchange, lots of questions, needs. How are you with that? And at all times, stay connected with your sacred space. And now bring in your genius, your creativity into the situation. And notice if anything changes. What if you trusted your genius, your creativity, of living life with all your gifts? And in this strength, in this moment, allow yourself to really lower your barriers and be sensitive to what's going on. What are your needs? What are the needs around you? How do those needs draw you forth and bring the best out of in you? Or is it more, not in this moment? Just notice, become aware, be sensitive to the needs of your tribe here on planet Earth. And also perceive that you're part of a bigger picture. All those needs don't have to all be fulfilled by you, just the ones that draw you forth. Just feel how you are a huge contribution. And yet, you're not alone. You don't have to do it all alone. All you have to do is be you. And relax into that. Trust yourself. Your mind might think that you're not enough or too much. Let that be for this moment and just connect with that sacred space where you know. And while you are aware of the need of your tribe, be also aware that the world, life, others are aware of your needs. And there too, take a moment to lower your barriers, to receive, to ask, and to receive. To be sensitive to the contribution of life in all its expressions to you. And in this dance of interconnectedness, become aware of your sacred space, your part in this big picture. Become present with your body, being part of this as well, allowing you to play in this wild and crazy game called life. And just take a moment to just be grateful. No matter whether your life at the moment is challenging, hard, easy, joyful, abundant, or lacking, it doesn't matter. Just take a moment to be grateful for whatever is. What an adventure. Thank you for being you. I'm daring to be alive in this time. Thank you.
Thank you. That was amazing. Amazing. Wow. Totally surprised me, the journey that you took us on. I want to say something that just, it's kind of bubbling up through. So, our own needs, our own wants, our desires. It's such a precious, deep part of who we are. And then that fear of opening up to ask is so big when we feel like we might be rejected. And it just takes courage in this approach. And then what I loved, I was so surprised with, the approach of the earth to me and my body. It was so cool, just because I've been thinking my tribe is all the people, and then when it gets peoply, it's more challenging. But when it was the earth approaching me and me approaching the earth, everything melted, and it opened up, and I was reminded that the grounding to this hexagram 19 is called privacy and retreat. So 19 is about approach, and the 33rd is about retreat. So isn't it interesting that we are working within this polarity of approach and retreat? And we're taking this time in this beautiful guided meditation, I want to listen to it again, is to retreat into that, allow us to be sensitive to the needs within ourselves. And it is a really delicate, vulnerable quality, and to be intimate, and to realize that we're all connected, and the earth is our tribe. We're all tribal. We're all connected. So I just thank you so much. And thank you all for joining us.
Mm-hmm. And if you liked it, we like that thumbs up. And
like and subscribe, and make some comments in the bottom. We love it when you do that too. So
we love to hear from you.
Yes,
absolutely.
So thank you, and we will see you next week.
Same time, same place.
Yes. Enjoy the sensitivity. Enjoy the approach.
Be sensitive to what life is going to contribute to you.
Yes. Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye.